The Princess's Court. Chapter 1. A different kind of princess. In the heart of a grand kingdom, where tradition and elegance are the norm, I've always been a bit different. I'm Princess Amelia, the kingdom's beloved jewel, but not for the reasons you might think. Yes, I have a royal lineage, but it's my spirit, my joy, my zest for life that truly define me. From a young age, I've always been drawn to the unconventional. While my fellow princesses were learning to curtsy and dance, I was out in the gardens, running barefoot, my laughter echoing through the halls of the palace. I found joy not in the grand balls or the royal banquets, but in the simple pleasures of life. One day, a traveling merchant presented us with a peculiar gift, a set of tennis rackets. Intrigued, I took to the sport with a passion that surprised everyone. The palace courtyards, once the scene of royal processions, became my tennis court. The sound of the tennis ball hitting the racket became my new melody, a rhythm that filled my days with excitement. I'm not your typical princess. I don't dream of royal balls or princely suitors. I dream of serves and volleys, of the thrill of the game. I'm a princess, yes, but I'm also a girl with a passion for tennis. And as I swing my racket in the golden light of the setting sun, I know I've found my calling. Chapter 2. The royal court to the tennis court. Balancing my royal duties with my newfound passion for tennis was not easy. There were days when I felt torn between the two, but I was determined to make it work. I would wake up early to practice my serves and volleys before my royal duties began. The sound of the tennis ball hitting the racket, the feel of the grip in my hand, the thrill of the game, it was all worth it. The palace courtyards, once the scene of royal processions and grand balls, became my personal tennis court. I would spend hours there, practicing my swings, perfecting my serves, losing myself in the rhythm of the game. The courtiers would watch in surprise as their princess traded her royal gown for a tennis outfit, her tiara for a tennis cap. There were whispers, of course. Some found it odd, a princess playing tennis. But I didn't let it bother me. I was not just a princess, I was Amelia, a girl who loved tennis. And I was determined to prove that a princess could be more than just a figurehead. I could be a tennis player, a girl with a passion, a girl with a dream. As I swung my racket under the golden light of the setting sun, I felt a sense of freedom, a sense of joy that I had never experienced before. I was not just Princess Amelia, the jewel of the kingdom. I was Amelia, the tennis player, the girl with a radiant smile and a zest for life. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Chapter 3. Mastering the game. As the days turned into weeks, my skills in tennis improved. I could feel it in the way my racket swung, in the way the ball bounced off it. I was no longer just playing the game, I was living it. Every serve, every volley, every game was a testament to my dedication, my passion. I started participating in friendly matches, playing against the palace staff and even some of the courtiers. The thrill of the game, the cheers of the spectators, the satisfaction of a well-played match, it was exhilarating. I was not just a princess playing tennis, I was a tennis player who happened to be a princess. But it wasn't just about the game. It was about the joy it brought me, the joy it brought to those around me. My radiant personality, my love for the game, it was infectious. The palace was no longer just a place of royal duties and grand balls. It was a place of laughter, of joy, of tennis. As I stood on my makeshift tennis court, the setting sun casting long shadows over the palace grounds, I couldn't help but smile. I had found my passion, my joy. I was Princess Amelia, the jewel of the kingdom, the girl with a radiant smile. But I was also Amelia, the tennis player, the girl who brought joy to her kingdom through her love for the game. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Chapter 4. The Princesses' Match. The day of the big match arrived. The whole kingdom was abuzz with excitement. Their princess, their beloved Amelia, was going to play a tennis match. Not in a grand ballroom, but on a tennis court. It was a sight they had never seen before, a sight they were eager to witness. As I stepped onto the court, my heart pounded in my chest. I could feel the eyes of the kingdom on me, their whispers filling the air. But I wasn't nervous. I was excited. This was my moment, my chance to show them what I was capable of. The match began. The ball flew back and forth, a blur of yellow against the green of the court. I moved with a grace I never knew I possessed, my body responding instinctively to the rhythm of the game. I was in my element, the court my kingdom, the racket my scepter. The match was a close one, filled with thrilling rallies and breathtaking saves. But in the end, it wasn't about winning or losing. It was about the joy of the game, the thrill of the match, the cheers of the crowd. It was about showing the kingdom that their princess was more than just a figurehead. She was a tennis player, a girl with a passion, a girl with a dream. As the sun set, casting long shadows over the court, I couldn't help but smile. I was Princess Amelia, the jewel of the kingdom. But I was also Amelia, the tennis player, the girl who had shown her kingdom the joy of the game. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Chapter 5. The Radiant Impact. In the days following the match, I could feel a change in the kingdom. There was a new energy, a new joy that hadn't been there before. It was as if my love for tennis, my passion for the game, had spread throughout the kingdom, bringing a new light to our world. I would walk through the palace grounds and see children playing tennis, their laughter echoing through the air. I would hear the courtiers talking about the game, their eyes sparkling with excitement. I would see the people of the kingdom, their faces filled with joy and pride. It was a sight I never thought I would see, a sight that filled my heart with happiness. My journey had not been an easy one. There had been challenges, doubts, whispers. But I had proven that a princess could be more than just a figurehead. I had shown that a princess could be a tennis player, a girl with a passion, a girl with a dream. As I stood on my makeshift tennis court, the setting sun casting long shadows over the palace grounds, I felt a sense of accomplishment. I was Princess Amelia, the jewel of the kingdom. But more than that, I was Amelia, the tennis player, the girl who had used her love for the game to bring a wave of positivity to her kingdom. And that, I realized, was my greatest triumph.